that sound? Test. Let's do this. Bang! We're on studio mode again. So now I can actually see what I'm doing before I actually do it, and I don't make mistakes like on the live build. So tonight there's going to be no pricking myself in the finger with thumbs. I have still got my live cam set up because tonight I was trying to think what's the best thing to show you. So we're going to do a few unboxings tonight, I think. I've got news of a giveaway to tell you about, which is going to be happening the next Bismarck build video we've got coming out. God knows when that is, because on the Hachette site at the moment we can't see any of the deliveries go out. Well, for me, I have nothing for the Spitfire, the Terminator or the Bismarck. So that's pretty much 7, 8, 9, 10 of the Spitfire. God knows what the Terminator is, and I don't know, whatever it is we're up to on the Bismarck. So how is everybody? Look, this mask that you saw in my little thumbnail there, you can't get masks for love nor money at the moment. My mum made this mask for me, so that's what mothers are like. Thank you so much, mother, for keeping me safe, because apparently in the near future we won't be allowed outside without a mask. And if you try and get hold of a mask at the moment, they're all available on Amazon. Unfortunately, the delivery date's not till like June and July, so by that time it'll all be over and done with. As Svi knows, we were just having a little bit of a laugh before the stream started, because on my Facebook page I did that thing which we mentioned on a stream before. What was the first single you ever bought? And I've had the picture of the Crankies, Fan Dabby Dozy. If you're in the British, or even if you're Scot, you know the Crankies are. That was my first single, and it's quite interesting seeing what people are posting up to say what their first single is. Although Svi's is like Bon Jovi. That's not fair. I can't make fun of that. It's a good song. When actually, I did actually leave the house, Mrs. Wildaway. We went for a walk to get some electric. So, well, Phoebe's had a walk as well. Mainly on account because, like, you know, since this lockdown's begun, I've now put on half a stone, which I think, for all my American friends who tell me I've got to use the Imperial system, is £7, something like that. And Phoebe's put on half a kilogram. So she's like 500 grams Phoebe's put on. So this lockdown life is certainly either agreeing with me, but I've got to work this off somehow, and I'm not going to be able to do it sitting here building models, although I could just keep lifting my DeLorean up. And look, people, there is my DeLorean. I know a lot of people have been messaging me this week saying, where's my DeLorean? It's there. I haven't got any more to show you on the Vincent while I've got that. I've been putting some outlines around here, and I've been putting some light bulbs in each side, but the bulbs don't work. They're just there for show. So what I've been doing is cutting the metal off the bottom of the LED and just putting the bulb section on the top and gluing them in. But I'm doing a little bit at the time for that because I'm just taking my time. Because we're in lockdown, and I'm aware that after the Terminator that you saw and the Metal Earth video that I put up today, which was done 2 months ago, I've got nothing to build apart from D'Agostini's Victory. And that's pack 3. We're going to open that today. And I've also got pack 4 of the Agora model Shelby to show you today. And that video is going to be up tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. So we're going to be having a look at that Shelby, which should be fun to fix. Phil Letley, World of Wayne, was that a case of being at the end of the fort? Yes. Oh, hello. Is my brother on here? Does the garden count? Hello, Michael. Yeah, this whole single thing started because my brother's been posting albums that influenced his upbringing. So I corrected him and his friends by telling him what actual albums he listened to, like Kylie Minogue, Adam and the Ants. And that's obviously started a complete like Facebook war. You just received 7, 8, 9, 10 of Spitfire today, Wayne. Peter, I don't know where mine is. It hasn't even said it's been dispatched yet, so I'm waiting patiently for it. Warm greetings from Poland. How many fans with us in the country? But Silver Fox, I do have quite a few Polish fans. I think my main demographics are English first, UK, then America, then Australia, then Germany. I think that's the top 4. So guten Abend to all my German, all my Deutschland Freuden. Oh my God, it's been a while. Wie geht es dir? Hi Wayne, has anyone had payment taken for Terminator subscription? No, I haven't, Red City, so I don't know what's going on there. But I have checked the status and they're still running, so I don't know what's going on there. I did speak to my news agents today because I was trying to get all the ones I get from the newsagents transferred, because all my WH Smiths are closed, and someone suggested, why don't I support local business and go to my local newsagents? And they said normally they could help me, but the phone lines that they ring to actually order in the magazines, no one's answering them. So that's a waste of time as well. So trying to get hold of issue 59 of the Terminator was a living nightmare. But I know Matthew Thomas, I think you're in chat, Matthew. You posted 66 and 67 that you found on eBay. So it looks like we've got some feet coming soon. Hello, James from East Tennessee. Like a Virgin by Madonna. Madonna actually came up, Phil Beresford. And good evening, Palpatine 1975. How's Singapore? I don't know how that's affected in the lockdown at the moment. You all in lockdown over there? The first thing that bought for me was Adamant Standard Deliver. Yeah, you can't knock Adamant. I liked Adamant. Partwork Model Bow. Greetings from Germany. I've just said that, didn't I? The Terminator's finally started here. That's excellent news. Keith Teasdale. Hi, everyone. Happy Thursday. I hope everyone's keeping safe. No, I haven't, Megan Nico. I haven't seen your latest videos. I will try and check that out. I've been quite busy today because I wanted to get that Middle Earth one out. And I've been racking my brains what we can do tonight on stream. Now, just so you know, Tuesday's live build, we're going to be doing the Victory. And I'm going to be even braver. We're going to start planking it. And I haven't put any planks on it at all. So we're actually going to do the first 3 layers of planking. I don't know how that's going to go. I will make sure I've got plasters. But that's what's going to happen on Tuesday. Because I'm conscious that I'm probably going to have nothing to build on Monday. But we'll see. Nick O'Connell, yours was blue. Eiffel 65. That wasn't that long ago, Nick. How old are you? Wasn't it? Or has life passed me by so quickly? When was that? That must have been early 2000s. Hi, Alex McDonald. How's it going? And warm greetings from Potter. And hello, Kevin, the Nexus. I've got coffee tonight, everyone, just so you know. Just to wake me up. So if I start getting hyperactive, not like the rum, if I start talking at the speed of a hummingbird, then you know why. RB26. Hey, Wayne, how much of the Bismarck is left to build? Well, it's 140 issues, and I think we're on issue 58, 59, 58, perhaps. Yeah, so a long way to go. I could always make a jetpack. Do you do the Metal Earth on Patreon? So he's like, yes, great, Scott, I did. That was the raw video that I did on Patreon. I was now told I can release, so I released it. I was under an embargo for it. I weren't allowed to release that video for a while. But yeah, very good. I was going to do a Patreon video today, Great Scott, about some of the engineering feats of amazement that I've done in the garden. And I'm probably going to save that till tomorrow. Because my fence is falling down and I've had to do a very clever idea using ropes, pulleys, and God knows what else to keep my fence up. Quite an interesting fix, but I'll put that on the Patreons. It'll make you laugh. But we're a creative bunch in the Green household. I just got a message from Restream saying, congratulations, you received 100 messages today. Well, that's good. Thank you, Restream. I use Restream to actually go to each of the platforms. So we are now broadcasting on Facebook, Periscope on Twitter, and Twitch. So you can catch me there. And I do believe that it's sending out, I'm getting chats from Discord as well. So if you're on Discord, you can actually message me from Discord. I've added my Discord server now. Oh, Wayne, did you like the photos of DX? Matt, you sent me those. They were amazing. I didn't realise it was so big. Too much fluid. I didn't realise that at all. Eagle Moss are now listing the Ecto one on the web store. They messed up and was charging $9.99 per UK issue. Now gone back up to full price. That's interesting. They still haven't sent things out. I do warn you, if you order anything from the Hachette Partworks site for back issues, I ordered issue 1 of the Spitfire and I still haven't got it. And that was over a month ago now. So I don't know what's happening there. And that's for my brother, but he has got the issue 1, as I mentioned last time. Hello, Charlotte. My daughter's on here. She thinks my favourite album is the High School Musical album. Damn straight, yeah. See what I mean? I'm being embarrassed before I come on stream today. Hello from Chattanooga, Tennessee. The Chattanooga Choo-Choo. Palpatine, Singapore is very much locked down. 11,000 infected and 12 deaths. We're in stringent as expected, no movement at all unless it's work. Yeah, I don't know how long this is going to last for, but you know what the concerning thing about me, going off subject, perhaps being a little bit political, but we've been in lockdown for over 4 weeks now, so no one's been allowed out really for 4 weeks except for essentials. Now they say that the incubation period of the virus is between 2 and 3 weeks of actually contracting it, getting symptoms, and either being admitted to hospital or dying. 3 weeks. Now we're 4 weeks, and our figures haven't changed that much. So, is the lockdown working, is my question. I don't think it is. Oh, there you go. Dash Retire, I got my decals for the Ecto 1 engine. I'm going to talk about some decals tonight on a company that I've been looking at. And let's play with my cameras again. I'm going to stick them up here now. Top-notch models. They've actually sent me some masks for the Spitfire, which I'm going to demonstrate tonight as well. And they look really, really good, to be honest with you. But after seeing these masks, I was trying to see if we can incorporate it into the Hachette build. But I think all the decals are actually going to be already on the Spitfire. I can't see us using slide-on decals. The advantage with using masks is obviously you're painting directly onto the model. So you wouldn't need the slide-on decals and stuff. But I'll show you that afterwards and show you what that looks like. Hello, Jacob from Denmark. And your first open was Shawaddy. Oh my god. Hello from Germany once again. How are you? Hope you and your family are all fine. Alles ist gut. 80s synth pop. You can't beat that. I did like a bit of Jean-Michel Jarre in the day. The only way is up. Yes, look, it's all coming out now. Hi Wayne, when a build is taken on by a second supplier, are they licensed or commissioned? Yes, they are. They're normally got the original license from the original supplier, and it's normally commissioned as well by the original distributor. So with Agora Models, who are doing the Terminator, it's also licensed by Hachette. Does that make sense? So, Wayne, are you thinking about Tuesday build of a Terminator from Agora? I can't because I haven't got it. The only one I've got is the Agora model Shelby, and I want that out tomorrow, so that runs all weekend, because obviously I've not got a video coming up Saturday and Sunday, which means that tomorrow I can spend pretty much all day making the video, doing the graphics, making it, you know, souped up, good to watch, and then, as I said, around about 7 o'clock tomorrow night, British Standard Time, that video will be live, and then that will be what you've got for the whole weekend. Hello, Brett. Hi, Wayne. Hope you're the missus as well. I'm waiting for the next Ecto 1. My DeLorean is all out of order, really. I'm missing 8 stages. I don't know what to say with that at the moment, Brett. It's just the logistics is a nightmare with the coronavirus. Now, Peter, there we go. There's a cool album, Bat of Hell. And I'm still listening to that today, Peter. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen Meatloaf in concert. And I'm sure if my brother's on here, he'll agree with me as well. Thank you, Grant Price. Thanks for watching. Harry Potter ruined you. Brett, you 5-year-old can send me a message, no problems. I will try and answer it. You ordered Bismarck issue 50 to 59 from Hachette at the start of the month, and still nothing. Also, Egos is sending things so slow. I think I've just answered that, Delicious Tasty Johnson. It's I've been waiting a month as well. But a lot of people have got their Spitfire 7 to 10, so I don't know why I'm late on that. I think I was late actually starting that, because I get it from the newsagents, but that's now behind. So the last delivery got posted out on the 20th of March for me. So I'm guessing it's already been posted, but the site won't update probably for another couple of days. And then it will tell me it's been posted on the 19th or something like that. Dual propaganda. There we go. There's the conspiracy theories. Hey, well, how are you, brother? Sorry, I'm the one that's a pain in the ass about the X-Wing. I don't know when the next X-Wings are coming. Cheers, Wade. Yeah, it's about 58 centimeters long. Thanks to finding your channel. It made me complete after 7 years. The F40. Now, that's another one. The F40 came out my account a couple of weeks ago. So that is due any day now. I found that pin pusher on your Amazon site is great for putting in the N-gauge layout. It certainly is, George. It was good to put the... Why is Matt... Mrs. Welder Wayne, your nephew Matt is calling me. Why is your nephew calling me? You'll have to find out what he wants. Matty's calling me. My voice is out of sync, Julie. Can everyone confirm my voice is out of sync? If it is, I'll have a muck around with a delay. I'm only up to issue 6 of Spitfire. I hope to get... That's confused me. Sorry, I just got thrown off then. Wayne Weatherwax finally got issue 37 to 40 of the 1967 Shelby GT500. Here in the US, no problems with the X-Wing. Issue 32, 35 on the way to me this week. So you're going to be well ahead of us in the UK here. Terminator's looking good from AFL the football lover. Will look like that. Also, with COVID-19, London, stay safe. It's getting worse there. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think when they do let us out, I can't see London being let out at the same time as the rest of the country. We live in the East Anglia region, so we're one of the lowest in the country here. But boys think fine. Okay, that's fine. I won't muck around with it. So let's have a look at some of the stuff here. I'm going to change the camera. Now I have got a chat thing in front of me here. So while I'm talking and playing with this surface here, I can actually look what we got first. So I think the first thing we're going to look at, let's have a look at pack 3 of the Victory. Now I know this is all to do with planking. So, and I haven't opened this as you've seen. So if we've got bits missing, I'm not going to be too happy. But I'm going to put this over here and they look pretty much exactly the same. So we've got 21, which is some planking. And I don't know if you saw the live stream, peeps, but look, there we go. We've got the panel pins in there. So that's 21. We've got, oh God, here we go. 22, more planking and panel pins. So I think you can guess what the theme of this pack's going to be. This is 23, more planking and panel pins. The planks are exactly the same size as the ones we've been working from. Oh, 24, we're doing something different. This looks like the stand. We're building a stand in number 24. Like that. What else we got? Oh, we got some fun little bits in here. Right, okay, we got... Try and find a... Oh dear. This can't be good. That was 24. Aha. 25 is another cannon. This looks like a longer cannon. So I'm guessing this is... I don't think we've built one like this. I think these are the cannons... these are the mid... I don't know what size cannon these are. Well, bigger cannons than the ones we've done. So that's going to be coming as well. Then we've got... That was 25. Oh, wow. Hang on. That was 25, wasn't it? 25. Uh-oh. Right, this can't be good. 21, 22, 23, 24 with a cannon. 25. 27. 28. 29. 30. 26, finally. I didn't think we had 26 there. Looks like we've got another cannon and an anchor to build there as well. So that is all going to be pack 3 of the Victory. I wonder how long that's going to take. That's going to be a fun old build. Let's put that back in the box. Something I noticed about the Victory, that I've been watching the model space guides to building it, and pretty much at the end of pack 6, the Victory's complete, and there's 12 packs. The rest of the packs are rigging, cannons, and masts, pretty much. So I didn't realise that. Steve Carrick, I think I'm getting the Proton pack in the next delivery, but I haven't had a Ghostbusters delivery. I've been set up to receive it though. I think COVID-19 already spread pre-lockdown, so the lockdown is pointless. I agree with you, Kzu F-Car, because as soon as they lift the lockdown, people are just going to still get infected. I don't understand what the idea of the lockdown was, to slow the pace so we don't overrun the NHS. But in London, we've got this NHS Nightingale hospital that can like sleep 4,000 patients. And I think last Monday they had only dealt with 50. So the hospitals seem to be managing it okay at the moment. But I don't know what's going on. Every time Wayne mentions planking, I keep accepting to lay across the chair or something. Hello, Svi. Welcome back to 2010. What is issue 10 of the Spitfire? I've got no idea, Luke. Because I haven't even done issue 8 yet. No, I've done issue 8. I've got 9 and 10 to do. So we're still working on the engine. I'm guessing it's going to be the vents for the engine or something like that. Great Scott, they've been testing in New York and found that more people than expected have been exposed but haven't got ill from it. Yeah, some people aren't getting symptoms at all. So I guess it's the luck of the draw. Every time you say peeps, I think of the TV show The Hoops. Clive, I think I will be getting mine, but I reckon it's going to take a little while. I reckon probably another week and then I should hopefully receive it. Did you get those decals for your Ecto 1? So, oh, you're asking Svi, sorry. Look, I'm just going into other people's conversations. Are you going to do a halfway party where you do issue 6 of the Terminator? I should do. Someone said I should be playing Bon Jovi's Living on a Prayer. The new guns, maybe the carronades on the bow. No, the carronades have been done, Jude. Well, one of the carronade's done. That wasn't a carronade. That's a lot bigger. The eBay decals for Ecto 1, they are nice, but if you use them to cut them close as they are printed on white decal paper, I personally am waiting to see what Mike Lane comes up with. I can't wait to see what the finished Proton Pack for Model Mods looks like, personally. And Bunny loves building the 1884 stagecoach. I did look at that. That looks excellent. And Philip, yes, I will probably be getting onto the Victory in this lockdown because believe me, I've got no other videos at the moment. And short of me doing live streams when I'm talking complete gibberish most of the time. Wayne, which website are we able to visit to view the current status of Ecto 1 payments and dispatch? I've got no idea, Glenn, but if someone can fill me in on that information, that'd be fine. I've got an Eagle Moss account, and when I go into the account, I can order for it, but I can't see what orders have been processed. Jason Way had a letter in my X-Wing magazine saying it will be 4 weeks till issue 30. I know it's long. Oh, no Bacardi tonight. It wasn't Bacardi, it was Kraken, Kevin. But no, I've got coffee tonight. A cappuccino, actually, from one of those Del Gusto machines. We do need a vaccine, but I still think Sweden have got the right idea. Sweden just went for the herd immunity thing. America wants to reopen at least the protesters, as they say in every Star Wars episode, the Lion One. I've got a bad feeling about this. The thing is, you either, how can I put this? This is the way I think of it, okay? This is my opinion, okay? But we either have the lockdown and we delay it as much as we can, kill the economy, and then only a few people get infected. We lift the lockdown and eventually everyone's going to get infected because everyone's got to get infected with this. That's the whole point. Everyone's got to get infected to get immunity. Now, whether a vaccine does that or through the natural immunity it does, or do we let everyone out and everyone dies quickly and we don't kill the economy? Which is a really Sophie's choice, I think they call it, don't they? But if the same amount of people are going to be dying over a longer period of time, I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those decisions that I wouldn't want to be making, put it that way. What did you think of WrestleMania? Very, very strange, Philip. Very strange. The Nexus, if you see how much work goes through the raw mail system at the moment, you know why a lot of packages are late. I'll send the picture through Facebook. Yes, Kevin, definitely, but I can understand it. From what I understand, they're going to be sending out packages through Amazon so that key workers can actually test themselves. And then the Royal Mail is going to be picking up those swabs. That'd be interesting for you guys. You're building the hole through pack 50, or stage 50 at least, you mean, Christopher, not pack 50. Don't go up to pack 50. Yeah, stage 50, you're right. It goes up to, I think it was the end of stage 69, I think, something like that. And then they started building the masks. I've looked through all of the instructions. Number 11's details for the engine supercharger, plus pipes for the top of engine block. Great Scott, they built temporary hospitals and brought in hospital ships that they haven't really needed. It's the same here, Great. I think that they've been really overkill, which is a good thing, I suppose. But I think the whole reason for this is because no one knows. No one knows anything about it. But in England, we did start the first trials of a vaccine last Monday, I think. So, are you going for the Yamamoto after the Victory? No, I'm not, Chris. But I've been watching Jay's 2 cents. He's been building that, I believe, which is like an Airfix model he's been doing. Pretty cool. Plus Cuba Trooper, I've been surfing the chat bar. I'm trying to keep up with chat tonight, if you haven't noticed. So as soon as I get to the bottom, then I will show you my next thing we're going to unbox. Svi's just answering Glyn there, saying they haven't linked up the online account there. So that's good to know, Svi. I wasn't aware of that. What's been your best build? And also, did you use any mods for the Millennium Falcon? No, I didn't do any mods for the Millennium Delicious Tasty. My best build's still the Victory at the moment. I did do some mods for the DeLorean, but I'm enjoying the Victory more, even when I am stabbing my finger on the live build. I've spoken to Matt. It was a model building question. All sorted. It's so great. All right, that's cool. See, when your family start calling during a live stream, you think, what's happened? What's happened? You get that shock, don't you? What's happened? Wayne, there's some good Metal Earth models still on Amazon. Going to get War Machine. Well, Steve, I've listed all the Star Wars ones at the moment because someone suggested perhaps I should just work through the Star Wars ones because they're not very expensive. But the you're right. If I get one, I'll probably be making hundreds of them. D-House, my daughter Lay here is with me. When you mentioned the Victory anchor, she asked, what were you building? Any pics to show her? Of the Victory? Not at the moment, I haven't, no. But I've got plenty of videos. Neil, you got your second delivery Ecto one yesterday, but no magazine in the box. You should thank God for my build videos then, innit? I'm glad that's helped, Neil. Matthew, you might have been infected Easter last year. Well, we think Mrs. Welder Wayne had it in January. She had a temperature and a dry cough that was lasted for weeks. So bad, in fact, she had to sleep in another bedroom because I couldn't sleep. She was coughing all night. And like having night sweats and stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if she's had it. And if she's had it, chances are I've probably had it as well. Lockdown will be till July. I think the lockdown's going to be a lot longer than that, Delicious Tasty. I think the schools will probably go back at the beginning of June and then it will be a staggered thing. All the way to the end of the year, I reckon. Do you know about Lego Mario? No, I don't, Luke. Sorry. Anyway, do you know if the Agora Terminator is the same? It's exactly the same Venommorph. It's been licensed by Hachette for Agora to distribute that now. So, and that is available now worldwide. If you in a country that's not listed, get in touch with Agora and they'll be able to help you out with that. But it's pretty much opened the market for the Terminator so everyone can build it now. From a personal point of view, as someone who relies on drugs that are immunosuppressant to just live a semi-normal life, I'd rather see the economy crash. Red City, well, Mrs. Welder Wayne's on immunosuppressant drugs and I've got asthma. So, but if the economy crashes and the same result happens, then what do you do? What do you do? I don't know. I don't know. I think a lot of questions are going to be asked after this. Big time. Sweden only has a population of 10 million, but a death toll of 2,000. So if there's any Carol Vordermans on here that can compare the percentage of that in the UK. The thing is, Mark, again, it's looking at it's looking at time. Because, you know, if they haven't got the lockdown rules, how many people have now got a herd immunity from that? We don't know. Because we've got to see time. It's one of these things that we're going to have to look back and learn lessons from. Hello, Wayne from Newcastle, Staffs. Oh, is that Newcastle under Lyme in Staffordshire, not upon time? Finally managed to catch one of your live streams. Watched all your videos, even though I was never building anything up to the Terminator. You like me? I wasn't building anything until I got to the Millennium Falcon. Please stop coming. Please stop talking. Yes, let's stop talking about it. Let's open another box, shall we, JB? We're going to open another box. So I'm going to get the Agora Models box now. Now this is what you're going to see tomorrow. So this one comes in a lot smaller box, as you can see. And I've already taken my address off it. I know I'll get the fan now. I can't tell you what these parts are yet, but I'm going to show them you anyway. We've got pack 24. I think it's all to do with the base of the chassis here and stuff, but that looks like that. Part 28. A couple of plates in there. Looking like that. Part 29. Oh, they look like some axle rods, perhaps. There. Oops, show you on that camera. Part 30. No idea. We'll find out. These are metal, whatever these are. Very heavy. We've got 25. God, there's a few stages in this one, isn't there? We got bottom of the gearbox. This is going to be 26. Looking like that. We've got... Oh, why isn't that working? Hang on a second. I'm just going to get my chat back up. We've got... Oh, this is very heavy. Pack 27, another very heavy part of the chassis there. Look at that. That looks cool. Can't wait to get cracking on this. And then we've got part 23, another part of the chassis really heavy as well, which looks pretty cool. So as I said, that video is going to be out. Just put that gently back in there. That's going to be out tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So I can't wait to get cracking on that one. I tell you, I am enjoying the Shelby at the moment. I think what I'm going to do tomorrow when I do the Shelby is I'm going to show you what we've built up to at the moment, and then we'll get working on the next bits. I've actually emptied drawers for specific models. Now at the moment I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got 12 compartments for 10 builds at the moment. And I'll tell you now, these smaller compartments in front of me, 2 of them are used up by the Shelby. So the Terminator uses up a ginormous box. And obviously the Bismarck hasn't got one. That's sitting on the shelf up there. But you should, Peter Ortensi, you should incorporate the 1/200 scale fairy swordfish in the Bismarck build when it's finished. But when it's finished, I'm sure that's when the weathering and the mods are going to come on. George Davison, is the N gauge too small for me? No, George, my plan is, I mean, it's such a shame that I can't show you what I'm doing because I haven't been around my parents' house. But I'm going to have an O gauge, which I've built. I've built the O gauge track already. Then I'm going to have mountains because it's based on a station called Crianlarich in Scotland, which is near Loch Lomond. We're going to have mountains at the back, but then on the top and going around the back, I'm going to have an N gauge. So it adds a bit of depth to it. So you've got the bigger one at the front and the N gauge at the back looking like distance. That's what I'm going to do. But I have got an N gauge in there as well, George. Mark Smith, I was told today that I could be out of a job soon. Mark, my heart goes out to you, mate. I said I got told I was going to be made furlough about 4 weeks ago. Then I got told we really need you and you're not going to be made furlough. And by the end of the week, I said to Mrs. Welderwayne, you know what? If I don't quit my job now, I never will. And I've been thinking about it for a while. So I said, you know what? This is the time now. Which is why I really want to get a structure, and I really want to. I always try and make sure I've got a video for you every day. And as it's died back, I've had to take after weekends now. But I've always wanted to make sure that you've always got a video to wake up to, or at least have a video to watch during that day, at least through Monday and Friday. And the live builds have been good for that because I really enjoyed making, even though I'm injuring myself. I mean, my finger still hurts from jabbing. That pin went all the way in my finger. I tell you that I did myself on. But unlike other YouTubers, I enjoy doing this, and I like sharing my passion. You can see I'm so emotional about, you know, sharing my passion and my excitement for building and stuff, and I don't want that to stop. So I'm a man of Mrs. Welderwayne thinks I'm borderline, I don't know, what is it? She thinks I'm on the spectrum because I'm a stickler for routine. I have to do things at a certain time, otherwise I start to get really anxious. I wouldn't be surprised, but there you go. Luke, Wayne, sorry to keep bugging you. Could you mention a Hot Wheels set, please? Luke, I sent you an email. I thought we answered that. Luke was looking for a Hot Wheels. I'm going to see if I can bring up your email, Luke. It's a vintage one, which was basically a car which goes down a track and... hang on a second. It goes down a track, and then when it hits the monster's body, the head flies out. Now, you've got the Nitro bot, which does that. But... hang on a second. But Luke's picture didn't look anything like that, did it, Luke? So what I'll do, I'm gonna bring up your picture on the screen. Let's change over to the monitor capture. That's the picture that he sent me. Does anyone recognize that? From, I'm saying 80s, 90s. Is that right, Luke? I haven't got a clue, but that's what it looked like. Now, I'll be honest with you, as he said, it might be one of those Mandela effects that we've all seen something like that, but it never existed. But I don't know. I don't know. But I hope that's helped, Luke. It drives me up the wall, Nick O'Connell. I don't drive you up the wall, Mrs. Welderwayne. How can you say that? And I am an Arsenal supporter. Who's asking who I support? I'm an Arsenal supporter through and through, and I love the Rams. Which, funny enough, are owned by the same people. Isn't that typical? Say engage. Like Picard. Engaged. Number 1. Engage. I love Next Generation. When it comes to Star Trek, I love the original series. My favourite's Next Generation. I love Deep Space Nine. Voyager was okay. Enterprise was terrible. And the less said about Discovery, the better. That's how I feel about that. Dash Riptide, looks like they're going all the way of building the chassis first and adding it. I'm sorry, I hope I'm saying chassis right. I always say chassis that way. So building the chassis first, adding it to Shelby, looks like from the rear to the front, the Ectone Dodge tires going to the engine through to the back. It's a fun build, but it makes sense to actually build the base of the car to actually then start putting the engine on and then the seats on and then building it up rather than, I don't know. But I'm loving the build, which means I need to get everything ready for that tomorrow. It's going to be a long... I think the build won't take as long, but the editing for the Shelby ones takes a long time. Wayne, have you heard any publishers doing something from the Alien franchise? I would like to do maybe... No, I haven't, Steve. But that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? I'm at that. Out of curiosity, Wayne, where are you going to display the big light when it's 4 foot long? See where my lightsaber and the masks are here? It's going on that wall there. That will be moved. But by that time, I'm guessing the man cave's going to be moved. So... I don't like keeping things in place too long. So, you know, we'll have this here for about a year, 2 years, and then I'll probably move it around again. If you look at some of my older videos, you'll see the, what do they call it? The evolution of the man cave over the years. But some people have been sending me emails about their man caves they're building, which is good and asking me for advice. But, you know, you do what you can with the space you've got. Again, on my Patreon, I do like a room tour about how it looks at the moment. And honestly, this isn't a very big room at all. It's just good enough that I can look at you here and I've got all my equipment here and I can turn and I've got my workstation here. Any tools I need are just in a set of drawers that I've got down here, which you can't see, they're down here. That's pretty much it. Wait, the t-shirt tonight is just a normal one, nothing good tonight. But Paul, I ordered finally, because you know you've seen my merchandise underneath my YouTube videos. If you go over to Teespring, all my merchandise is there, as you can see there. I've ordered myself a Let's Get Cracking t-shirt, and that's been posted, so I'm expecting it any day now. So I can't wait to wear that on stream, because I have to order just like you. I don't get any discounts or anything. You think I would, but I don't run the merchandise inside of it. It's another company. So yeah, I bought myself one. You remember all those planner sheets? I think everyone's planner went out the door. Well, look, this is my planner sheet. As you see, Mrs. World Away made me this, and I write down what I'm going to build. And this week, Wednesday, we had the HMS Victory live on Tuesday. Wednesday was meant to be the Terminator, which I think it was. Tonight's the live stream. And look, tomorrow, Shelby. I'd already wrote Shelby on it, so I anticipated I was going to get it, and I did. But next week's, there's next week's. As you can see, it's completely empty. Chris, that's probably the advice I'd give to Luke. Luke, on Facebook, Hot Wheels have got a group with 3.2 million people. I was looking at it last night. It's probably best to ask them. Go Bears, go Saints. All the teams that are the Saints. Come on. Spurs, Peter. Oh my God. See, I used to work in Wood Green, Peter. So that was fun for me, having my Arsenal stickers on the car going down White Hart Lane on the way home. Because I lived in Basildon but worked in Wood Green. So you can imagine I either go up the A10 around the M25 or I cut straight through Tottenham. That was fun. It could have been Matchbox, not Hot Wheels. That's a good point, Peter. I didn't think of that. Would you like to see my Engage? Just a small one, 4 foot by 2 foot. George, definitely. Send me an email like Luke did there to wayne@worldofwayne.co.uk. Ethan, do you want to see an overview? Yeah, I'll do that in a second. We're going to have a quick look at these masks, and then I will get the Terminator out. That's no problems at all. How long is it best to bend the boards in the water? Mega Nico, I was soaking the boards for 5 hours and then using the plank bender on them. You saw that on my stream on Tuesday. If you saw my stream on Tuesday. What I've been told though is if I use boiling water, I only have to keep it in there for about 10 minutes and I'll get the same effect, which I tried today actually. Where's my... I had a thing that I was trying and it does, it works. So that's my suggestion. 10 minutes in boiling water should be perfect. Once you use that plank bender though, it dries the wood out, so it should stay that way unless you're putting it in a jig and letting it dry naturally. If that's the case, it'll take forever. Have you got any opinion on the Newcastle takeover? All of the Geordies are biting our fingernails in nervous excitement at the moment. Mark, from what I saw, that your Sultan, whoever it is, has taken over, has got like 320 billion it's going to dwarf the other clubs with how much money they've got. So I think big things for Newcastle if that's the case. They'll be back to their old days with Kevin Keegan, wouldn't it? What did you think of Star Trek Picard? Started brilliant, petered off towards the middle, and then it ended really good. So I would have liked to see a big Borg versus Romulan war at the end, though, Jacob, rather than the Federation. But there you go. It's going to take a year to fill that paint rag up. Sphere, I've ordered another 5. I said 5 a month I'm getting, and I'm having to pick choice colours. At the moment, I'm going for all the prime colours. You're a completist, Wayne. You know it. You know, when I fill that up, J. Leon, this stand, I'm not going to use half the paints. I guarantee it. It's just the fact that I want it filled, and it has to be in number order as well. I only just realised, I think that holds 147, but with all the metallic paints on that range, it's going to come to a little bit more as well. Swap it with the master bedroom. Chris, this is the master bedroom. Believe it or not, there's a big, massive bedroom over there. It'll be short of like moving that side of the room and then having the whole length of the room. But then when's my son supposed to sleep? The Hot Wheels is T-Rex Takedown. Jason Way. Did you see that, Luke? Have a look at that. T-Rex Takedown. I need to build a hobby building about 24 feet by 40 feet to pull my hobbies out of the house. That's Riptide. I have got the room in the garden to make an outhouse, you know. I've been looking at some of the outhouse prices and I'm like, oh my God. And the amount of work it would take. Because I've already got a shed out there. I should probably show you my patrons my garden and what I've done in it. Because I've been creative. If I've been creative in here, I've been creative in the garden as well. Origami. Why are we talking about origami, Chris Campbell? I know a bit of origami. Everyone's saying T-Rex Rampage on eBay, Luke. I hope that's helped because I was looking for about half hour last night, Gary Reynolds. So I appreciate that. And who else? The other person who said what it was? Jason. That was it, Jason. Next week, Wayne is going to treat Mrs. World. Am I? What have I done? Mrs. Welder Wayne, this is Mrs. Welder Wayne, yeah? She'll sit there and say, I haven't bought anything at the moment. I've been a good girl. I'm sitting here enjoying myself. And then I'll be doing a build on here or I'll be talking on stream and then I get a ding dong at the door. I go downstairs. The poor post person has got a massive stack of boxes for me. So I'm like, oh, what's been sent to me? And it's no, Mrs. Welder Wayne, Mrs. Welder Wayne, Mrs. Welder Wayne. And it's either books, notepads. She's ordered like £14 worth of crafty stuff for God knows what she's doing. I haven't got a clue. What's my next project on the 3D printer? I'm going to print the fertility idol from Raiders of the Lost Ark. You've seen me do the Staff of Ra. I did the Ark of the Covenant, so I'm going to do the fertility idol now. I haven't done it because I've got no filament at the moment. The price of filament's gone up because everyone's using it to print masks. Oh, Luke said it was a robot looking thing. I want to hide... right, okay, you want to have a studio in the back? Yeah, that's what I'd like. That I could do it as well. Just too much work. That's what Mrs. Wilder Wayne's saying to you, Chris Campbell. Now I see. I think the ball might be coming in next season. We might learn about Guinan. The thing is, Dash Riptide, with Picard, is that when 7 and 9 got plugged into that Borg ship, I thought she was calling them to actually come to that point, and that's why I thought there'd be a war. But there wasn't. Take care, Mega Nico. See you later. Right, what we're going to do, I'm going to bring up another picture here now. Let's play with the graphics. Let me figure this one out. So we go like that. So, right, top-notch models here. Now, they've got a Facebook group, and I'm going to put the link for that in chat there. Just like this. Okay, now they make masks. Now, as I said, these masks here, they're really good. Let me switch the camera around. We'll go to that camera. These are really good if you're actually painting onto the Spitfire. Now, I said I don't know if R1's going to come with decals or not, but rather than be decals themselves, these are actual masks. So you'd use these masks here. Oops, let's get them out. You'd put them over the plane, and then you'll start to airbrush, and then you'll take a layer out, put the airbrush, put the next one in, do an airbrush, put the next size in, and airbrush. And that way you'd get the actual proper dimensions of the spots, stuff like that, onto the actual plane. Now, you've also got loads of other decals that come in this pack as well, which are this. Now, how did I get onto masks and stuff for the Spitfire. Well, my kid's stepdad, he's actually into models as well, and he actually makes, let me just show you that as well, just line that up. He actually makes a lot of Airfix models and stuff, and he sent me this to have a look at and see if I could use it. And then when I saw what Top Notch Models is all about, if you have a look at that little icon up there, you'll see that you've got the website to it as well. I was impressed with what they got on their site. Check some of this out. Let's go over to my monitor capture here. This is their site here, just telling us about the masks that they do. But when you click on their homepage there, they do airbrushes, paints, and some of the airbrushes here. See, I've had my eye on getting a new airbrush, and I do like the look of this one here. You've got the trigger one, but I don't think I'll have much fun trying to control that. But I do like this one here, the Top Notch Pro 2, which looks really good. I'm in the market for one. I can change the needle size of that. But I didn't realise that he's actually like affiliated with this company Top Notch, and all the things that they do here. I'm all for supporting local businesses and stuff, especially at this time. And I was pretty impressed with some of the things I was seeing. So by all means, check. Oh, you can't see this. Look, it's over here. Look, I'm talking, and you're not even seeing it. So I'll show you that airbrush again. I don't know if you saw it. Where are we? Where's that airbrush I saw? There we go. I've got my eye on that one, Top Notch Pro 2. How cool is that? But yeah, check them out. I'm all for supporting local business, but I'm pretty happy with these masks, and I'm keeping them for now just to see what's going to happen with the Spitfire, if we are going to have all of the Sailor Mallon's sort of details on there. Now, he did send me an email which basically explains some of the things that we've got there. So I'm going to read this out to you, because believe it or not, this actually sums up those masks better than I can. He said, top-notch masks are there to take the model to the next level of realism, allowing you to move away from water slide decals and stickers, giving you the opportunity to personalise your model to one of many Mark 1 or 2 Spitfires that flew during or after the Battle of Britain. If you want to create a particular aircraft, this is the way to do it. Many Spitfires and Hurricanes had standardised camouflage patterns, but not all. And they're either pattern A or B, one being the mirror image of the other until 1942. Top-notch masks, they do camouflage masks as well, enable you to either create a camouflage for your particular model or just produce the markings you want. The masks are thoroughly researched and will include the right size and pattern of roundel on the fuselage size, and they tend to be vary between different aircraft. Now, the 48-inch code letters didn't fit aircrafts exactly, and that's why there was different sort of standards of the aircrafts. So yeah, the writing on the side, you'll see some thicker, some thinner, but they account for that as well. But when I got into that, so I didn't know anything about masks, I have to say, until I started reading that. And then I saw the detail of it. It must really help when it comes to painting and stuff. So I'm very interested in that. And so much so that I'm starting to think perhaps I should have a go at building one of these. I call them Airfix, but I think that's probably the wrong term now. But these build-up models, and seeing how we get on with that. And I'm talking about having, the plain plastic, which needs to be primed and then painting yourself. But I don't know if that's something you'll be interested in. I know that Genesis Models does a lot of that, but is that what you would be interested in? Because obviously I'm here to appeal to you peeps. Chris Camplin's girlfriend cut her finger quite badly. It's bleeding for a bit. Chris, I'll be on the floor. You want me to do origami till next week's slots? I could build a frog. I could build a frog for you right now. Gardening blogs coming soon to visit. It's not so much the gardening in my garden, Philip. It's more the engineering of how I've managed to solve problems like the fence falling down. Model rumours, chat by Wayne. You ready for this? It looks like the robot rabbit, but without ears. Instead, 2 walrus tugs looking like things that has red flashing chest. You have to hit it and its head flies off. I really do hope you didn't dream it, Luke. Do you have a say in any in what a subscription company decides to put out? If so, I highly suggest the 1940 Christie Team Fighter. Peter, I believe that on Agora Models website, they've got a forum where they've asked that very question. And never say never with some things. When we first started these part work builds, I could never ever foresee a Knight Rider 2000 coming out. But, a trial did come out for it. It was only like one issue. But Mrs. Welder Wayne should have her own YouTube page. George, funny you should say that. Thank you for reminding me. Mrs. Welder Wayne, we had a comment in the YouTube comments, was it on the, it might have been on the Metal Star Wars one, saying that you should build a doll's house live on camera. So people want to see that. Jason, that's what I thought it was. That's the one I did send to Luke, the Nitro Bot Attack, because it does answer those questions. RB26 Hayway, my favourite song is Journey's Separate Ways from 1983. My favourite song, I don't know what I could say for that. I have different ones at different times. I'm one of these, I like musicals. I like all the music from like Greatest Showman and Les Miserables. Don't do Airfix. Thank you, Red City. Quality is very hit and miss. You got the Revell Iron Maiden Aces High Mark II Spitfire to build in the near future. My first proper model kit since I was about 13. Model kits, that's what they're called now, isn't it? Not Airfix. Back in my day, we just called them Airfix. Watching paint dry on 140 stages and videos. Yeah, I can believe that, Philip. Are you going to 3D print a life-size R2-D2? I would, Tony, but not on an Ender 3 Pro because it's tiny. I'd rather get a bigger one like Svi's got. Although, Svi, you built yours in sections, didn't you? What size is yours? Your printer? And Mark Tadgel, if he's on here, has he got one of those, like, I don't know what they're called. The really, really big build plates. You've got to grow your trouble somewhere, mate. There's only so many times you can teach people how to tighten an AP screw. Damn straight, Mark. I've got to diversify. All the time. Keep diversifying. I think the next 3D project I'm going to build, because Vincent's not got too long, I'm just doing all the detail and stuff now, is that they've got a number 5 bust head. Now, it's not the whole thing, it's just the head, but it does have automated eyes that open and you get the effects and the eyebrows go up and down, and I think that would be a fun one to build. Why not build the Dam Busters Lancaster Bomber Airfix model, Wayne? See, if I'm going to do something, Keith, it's got to be something like that. Something really impactful and big. Take care, Christopher Thompson. Thanks for watching. Yeah, do some plastic aircraft models as well. You'd watch that, Lee. Oh, my God. It would be like Jay and Silent Bob, Wayne and Silent Esther. Yeah, she'd just sit there. Smoking weed, smoking weed. Oh, and you were 3D printing the box for Mrs. World of Wayne. How did it turn out? Didn't you see that on the last stream, Mr. Pickles? I showed it off on that. So check out the last stream. Can't beat the Muppet. Oh, Red City. You can't beat the Muppet Christmas Carol for music. I could give you a rendition right now. It's in the singing of a street corner choir. It's going on. But I won't, because Mrs. World of Wayne will be shaking her head now going, please don't. Please don't. Because every year I'm putting the Muppets on. And Nightmare Before Christmas. Where are we getting these files from, Wayne, for the 3D prints? Well, number 5 was from, most of them are Thingiverse. The only one that wasn't Thingiverse was the Black Hole, and that was on the Facebook group, Vincent Builders. And they're free. So, I'm in Williamsburg. Ever been to Busch Gardens? I have been to Busch Gardens, but in Tampa. But that was a long time ago. Long time ago. The new Titanic, is that big enough? I need to check it out. I haven't seen it, Tony. But yeah, that could be. Where would I put that? The whole idea was to every model I build to be in the background somewhere. But as you can see, it's starting to build up very quickly. Vincent's going to hang about there from the ceiling. So you can't see the depth in this room, but that means he's just going to be sitting behind me here. I'll be able to just like, if I move my chair around, it'll probably whack him. We'll have to see. I haven't thought that one through, I don't think. Come on in and know me better, man. Oh, dear. Well, do you want me to look at... someone wanted me to show you where we're up to in the Terminator at the moment. So let's go and get that out. Let's move the camera around again. I'm going to try that camera and we'll have a look. So I'll move these boxes out the way. Oh. Right. So, there is the Terminator at the moment. Put his arm down. Put his leg down. This is the latest bit that we fit. Just on here. There's his head. Which, at the moment, you see I've got a G-clamp just in the back there. Just to support the neck. So it's not like got too much pressure on this area here. I don't want that. A lot of people said about having a gap here. I haven't really got one. So I don't know if that was like a design thing. The things that I've noticed with the Terminator at the moment is that these screws here, you've got one screw each side and there's a hell of a lot of tension holding this whole arm up, and there's going to be on the other side, and there's more than a couple of times that I've had to tighten that one up there because it does work itself loose. So that's a bit of a worry. Obviously I've got no woggle now since of Andy's fix that you saw in the last few streams there. The only other things that we've got here are another one of these leg joints here. And as I said, my one's got another number 1 on it, but people are saying theirs have got both number 2s, and someone's got a 1 and a 2, but I don't think it's going to matter. We've also got a couple of bits here. These are what we made in the last Terminator video. I've still got some more of those finger fixes ready for the next arm. I've got some more of these, should I ever need them from Andy, for these bits here. And the only other thing I've got in here is another faceplate. Should I want to have the faceplate with the let's go back to, oh God, is this going to work? Let's have a look. Hang on a second. Stand by. Gonna see if this works. So try that one. No, it decided it don't want to work. But that's the one that I originally had on there. Someone did notice for ages that I'd kept the nostril piece on this one. So I didn't have a nostril piece on it, but I do have it. I just hadn't taken it off of that one there. But that is what the Terminator's looking like at the moment. So that's everything we've got at the moment up to issue 59. But it is big. It's very big. But, you know, people are talking about weathering the Terminator and stuff, but the way it is at the moment, I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but some of this metal's dulling in some places. The thing's weathering itself at the moment. So, but I think with the spine and some of these joint areas, I am going to put a little bit of rust overwash on it a little bit, I think. A little bit of oil marks. It's definitely going to be dirtied up when we get to the final bit of it. Chris Campbell watched Phantom of the Opera 25th Anniversary Musical on YouTube. I watched that too, Chris, but I'll tell you the one to watch on Friday the 29th, I think it is, of April, and the 30th, they're showing Frankenstein at the National Theatre with Johnny Lee Miller from Sherlock and what's his name? Benedict Cumberbatch from the other Sherlock. From Elementary, should I say, Johnny Lee Miller. And then what they're doing in the first night, let me think, Johnny Lee Miller plays the monster and Benedict Cumberbatch plays Dr. Frankenstein, and the second night they switch roles. So that's going to be wicked. You're doing the Hatchet Spitfire now, Luke. Oh, the Red City. All right, see, I keep getting into other people's conversations. Titanic on one side tilted while the Bismarck on the other is firing at it from the other side of the room. Oh, we've got some role play going on there, Dash Riptide. I'll tell you what, if you see Jay's 2 cents, he didn't do it on video, he's been doing it on live stream on the on Twitch. But if you follow him on Instagram and Twitter as well, he has been building the Yamato, and it looks brilliant. Looks absolutely brilliant. Haven't got into your Terminator and X-Wing build. Enjoy all the others though. The X-Wing, well, I don't blame you, Philip, to be honest with you. And while there isn't much going on with the Terminator, it is nice watching it grow, but it's just a shame that it's very samey at the moment. Build a 135 scale. Build the Doro at 135 scale. If we're going to do a 1-1 build, Edward, I'd love to build a cosplay costume. Can you imagine that? A part work of a cosplay costume, like the Iron Man suit or something. That'd be something else. Ah, my bill hit on the 24th, so maybe tomorrow. I'll tell you what, if anyone starts to get deliveries in the UK of the Ecto one, which would be 14 to 18, is that what we're expecting now? 15? Or any of the Hachette projects, apart from the Spitfire, which I'm waiting for, but the Terminator and the Bismarck, let me know, because I'll have to keep chasing them, I think. Oh, you want the plasma rifle as well? I'll show you the plasma rifle. Hang on a second. Oh. Plasma rifle's over here. This is the Ecto one over here, but you... Put my little thing back on here. And then I'll go bang. And there's the plasma rifle. Just like that. That from the other side. Someone said this area was in the wrong way. It can only go in one way. So it's not like you can turn that around. But that's how that looks. That's the plasma rifle. So there we go. I hope I've pleased you there. After the stream, I'm going to spend the next 10 hours putting it away. Love to see you build Captain Kirk's USS Enterprise Revel. It's skill level 3. Again, George, I haven't seen that, so I need to really have a look around for it. You can get plans for the armor parts for Iron Man. Yeah, but I'd want it as I wouldn't want to have to just get the plans, get them build the armor. I'd like it all done for me, and I've just got to start piecing bits together. You know, complete in 1,000 issues. Remember the Funny Bones magazine? I want that to be released. Luke, I'm a guy who lives in the UK who used to love Mad magazine, but Mad magazine never used to come. It's an American magazine. So why am I liking Mad magazine? I don't know. You got Spitfire. I live in Greenford. You got the Spitfire 7, 8, 9, 10 today. I'm hoping to get it any day now then, Peter. It's putting me behind a little bit because I was ahead, but I've got 2 more issues now to catch up with you. That 135 scale door is a tad over 147 long. It includes roughly 3,000 pieces. That is crazy. And Jacob, you've been trying to build the Iron Man Mark 7 cosplay for the longest time. You know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to bring Phoebe up. Beep! Phoebe likes being on camera as we roll up now. Now, we're going to be doing a live stream on Tuesday. As I said, we're going to be doing the Victory. And tomorrow night will be definitely the Shelby. Will I weather the plasma rifle? I don't know. When I do weather it, I'll be weathering it with the Terminator because I don't want it to look unmatched. Phoebe! Jason, I did know Adam Savage is building it. I've been watching him. Come here, darling. Come here. I've been telling everyone how much weight you put on. Haven't we? How much weight you put on. Say hello to everyone. Look, who's that? That's you. That is you, darling. How about I just sit you here and you run the stream? You reckon that'd be cool? You just sit there and you look like, you know, happy. Happy. I said happy. You need to smile. Look, smile. You're a good girl. She's a happy little one, this one is. Anyway, listen, thank you for tuning in to today's live stream. I said tomorrow's video will be out at 7. And I think it's going to be a thing on this channel now where I'm having to stay still for like 15 seconds afterwards because people say I cut off at the end. And I've got no idea why that is. Because if you watch the on demand when it's finished processing on YouTube, it adds that little bit in. So, I don't know. It's crazy. But anyway, look, thanks for watching. Until next time, Tuesday, take care. Baby, look at the camera. Look at the camera. You're a crazy dog, aren't you? See, if we don't make a noise, people think we've gone weird. Oh, look, just as I'm about to go, my mother comes into chat. Isn't that typical? I'm going now, mother. You take care.